Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. Kind of cloudy out there. Look, you can actually see the sun. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. It's very overcasty and dewy now in the morning. So like you walk through the grass and your feet are all wet, and that is what makes green, and that's what's going to make my garden really good. Well guys, today is, holy crap, it's chilly. Why is it chilly in here? 10 degrees. Are you kidding me? Can't be 10 degrees in here. There's my windshield. All right. Today, guys, just go ahead and give the thumbs up to the video. What's happening today, buddy? Hey, what's happening today, Thunder? Where are we going? You happy? You gonna be happy? I'm happy. You happy? We're gonna go and get new oil. You see, he responded there. He's like, yeah. That was actually my brake thingy. Yeah, so I'm gonna go, since October when I bought this truck last year, it is now June 5th at the making of this video. I'm finally gonna get oil on it. That was my cousin. Where's the scrap metal? Who put the scrap metal in the back of my truck? That was probably me. That was me, actually. I had a very delicate operation with small little pile of scrap metal over at one of my clients, and in that scrap metal was a weird looking planter thing, and the wife wanted it and the husband wanted it gone. So he was like trying to lure his wife into the house for wine or something and say, yeah, no, you want to come in and relax and da-da-da. She's like, oh, you take that, I'll kill you. So I left it for my own safety and his. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Mr. Harold's out. Yeah, so we're gonna go get new oil. What you call it? It's not till 9. Holy jeez, everybody's out in the parking lot this morning. Oh, he's under the truck. That's not good. That's never good. Yeah, so finally. It's the only way I can do it, guys. Like, I've tried everything to get that drain bolt off. I don't know why people, you know, like for the little extra money, whether it's a car or a truck, especially a truck, like a truck's worth putting new oil in, like no matter what the age of the truck is, you know, like, and the water park, hey, check out the water park. It's almost completely finished. It should be finished now, but I think they just got to finish up the landscaping around it. It's looking good. But yeah, you definitely want new oil in your vehicle as much as possible. And if your vehicle just happens to be a truck, especially a money-making truck like this, little bunny hopper. I don't know if you guys saw him. He was just on the road. Yeah, checking out that nice looking truck coming down the road. It's about to get new oil. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a little. I guess I better speed up a little bit here. I am on the highway. The thing is that like the oil in this vehicle could be 5 years old. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it on a Hemi is really like 1950s technology. Not the Dodge Hemi. Okay, the Dodge Hemi is 1950s technology. The actual Hemi goes back to almost the 1800s. Like it goes back, like 1920s was the first spherical head, right? So hemispherical. So the head port is rounded to allow for more combustion. Now, technically, the Hemis that we know today are not actual Hemis. Load of something on there. Because the you know, like the old, you know, just a rounded hemical, you know, that doesn't give you the performance you get now. Now it's like it's squared off, and it's the pistons are you know, shaped for extra compression, stuff like that, right? So that's the world we live in now, right? But the Hemi brand has really stuck, hasn't it? You know, like you want power, you gotta have me, right? chilly today. 11 degrees. I don't think it's that cold, but it feels like it is. But anyway, yeah, so that old oil. Ooh, that's still cold. That's still cold. Why is that cold? It should be warm soon. There you go. Sometimes it takes a second or two for things to switch over. It's got, yeah, I just woke up, man. Ah, there we go. Nice and warm. It seems like in the morning I just have to have like warmth on. I guess it's an age thing. But yeah, so there's 5-year-old oil in it. Like, I mean, with a push rod engine and like these Hemis, you will get cam lifter failure. If you don't know what a lifter is, it's it's like a little, like you got a push rod that pushes up and down the valves. People understand that, but at the bottom of it, like that push rod isn't sitting directly on the cam. There's a little round tube, and at the bottom of that round tube, there's a roller wheel. Yeah, I know. You got bad brakes. What, you get oil today, the brakes are later. And brand new truck right there. $900 a month for that base model Ram. So you got yourself this little roller, and that roller goes around the cam, right? And the cam lobe is kind of like egg-shaped typically, right? It's a lobe, right? So it goes like this, and then and when it gets to the top of the like, it goes around the round part, and then it goes to the oval part. That's where you get your power stroke kind of thing on the that opens your allows for your valves, lifters, rockers to move to push the rocker lifter to push down the valve to open and close the valve. So roller wheel, cam, push rod, or cam, roller wheel, tap it, if you want to call it a tap it, lifter, there's all kinds of names for it, push rod, what you call it, lifter, valve, yeah, etc, etc. So it's all one thing, and there's a lot of heat and friction that go there. So that's a nice truck, a big load too. So there's a lot of friction there. So if you don't keep that well oiled, what happens is you get a lot of heat buildup on the roller wheels, and that little pin, like when you think about all the pressures, the torsion, all the reciprocation of that, just that whole valve train system, you know, and everything that you know, goes along with it. It really is amazing how one little pin in the roller, the tappet, what do you call it, lifter, is like, it's all hinged on that little tappet and ball bearings, or that little pin and ball bearings. That's it. Like, it's a little tiny little wheel, like it's maybe that big, and the stem, the shaft in the middle of that is like so small, and it takes all that torsion and stress and heat and everything like that. So this is why you really want your oil changed. Now, that said, most people buy a vehicle, and I bet you can probably count on one hand since 2006 how many times the oil has been changed in this vehicle. I bet you. You know, unless you had somebody that was really fanatical and religious about taking care of it. You know, I bet you most vehicles don't get 20 oil changes in their entire life with somebody who actually takes care of the vehicle. Out of 100 people, you'll probably meet maybe 10 that'll say, I actually change my oil quite regularly. And quite regularly is a very broad and bold statement, because quite regularly can be twice a year or once a month. You know, some people do it based on mileage. I tend to go based on mileage, but even at that, I don't always go based on mileage. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to change the oil in this guy today, finally, and that's going to lead to the oil being nice and clear for about a week. It'll be golden brown by the end of this week, and then probably by the mid next week, it's going to be just black. But I'm not going to change the way, like the oil's still going to be good, but what's going to happen is because the oil is so old in it right now, all that sludge against the walls of the engine, right, have not been flushed away. So it takes maybe about 3 or 4 oil changes after that to actually flush that away before your oil stays like, you know, golden brown for like you know, at least a month or so. You know, so a lot of people don't realize that, you know, like you know, that oil gets really sludgy. Now on the Ford Triton engines, the old 5.4 liter and the 4.7 liter or 4.6 liters, they didn't have adequate oiling in the overhead cams, and what would happen in all the around the head is you would get really nasty sludge buildup, which would actually cook out the engine. It would cook out, it would destroy the engine over time. That said, those were pretty good engines, except for that fatal flaw. So with the key to those engines, they'll run forever, virtually maintenance free. There was 2 major flaws with the Triton engines, and that was cam phase sensors and the inadequate oiling. So once you got adequate oiling on those suckers, they were just absolutely thing. Now these things, the Laramie engine that's in this thing is a lot like the Cummins diesel, where it's like it was designed by Tarzan, made for Tarzan, and acts like Tarzan. So